Therefore, saith the Lord, I will hold my tongue no more as touching their wickedness.
Yeah, and this is why the prophets is on the scene, man. This is a form of the Lord not holding his tongue.
Which they profanely commit. Neither will I suffer them in those things in which they wickedly exercise themselves. Behold, the innocent and righteous blood hath unto me, and the souls of the just complain continually.
That's Ezekiel 9 and 4. How those men decide that cry for the abominations that's being done in the midst. And ultimately, that's the Lord said he was going to set a mark upon those men. And that mark is going to exempt his judgment. You see? Everybody tell you repent and return to the Lord, man. You see, because in repentance you can receive a mark that's going to exempt you from the evils that's about to come upon earth. But without that mark, you're going to be destroyed.
Book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 5. It says, for her sins have reached into heaven, and the Most High have remembered her iniquity.
See, and this is speaking of America. Now, they place sins that reached up to the heavens. So much so, when you having kings, you know, from different countries bringing up the iniquities of America, man. I mean, that nigga Boone, he brought up what they be doing to the children of Israel and America. Nigga from Ukraine, you know, they was talking about war. he told Trump, you could be next, man. You see? And that's just showing you how the sins of this place can reach up to the heavens. So much so what the Lord is about to act on this place.
Reward her even as she rewarded you, and double unto her double according to her works, in the cup which she have filled to her double.
Yeah, so that right there, when you check America's track record, well, the reward of this place ain't gonna be an abundance of blessings. This motherfucker ain't blessed nobody, man. You know, it's been stealing and robbing people of their resources, stealing cultures, you know, destroying infrastructures, making countries a third world country. The Lord, you gonna receive double, man.
Recently, look how they just hit that Nigeria.
Yeah, good. Yeah,
you know, look how they hit that Venezuela, man.
Yeah, that's it, man.
You know, you're gonna receive double, man. You know what you gotta say.
Motherfucker known for killing generals.
Right.
You know, just go back on something in life, man. You know, they gonna receive double. You see, the Lord gonna send missiles over here.
See it.
You know, and in the midst of you niggas eating, doing the mukbang, all that shit gonna be interrupted by strange rains, man. You know, you got some
Verse 7, it says, how much she have glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her.
Yeah, and you can see this place is glorified and live deliciously when you just look at the lifestyle of your average American. You see, these niggas can peacefully ride bikes, go to concerts, you know, celebrate holidays. Here it is, niggas in Nigeria getting bombed, Ukraine getting bombed, you know, but you just celebrated Christmas, you know? Niggas busting on Christmas presents, motherfuckers crying because they ain't get what they want, but in the other parts of the world, motherfuckers suffering from famines. Consider Gaza, you know, getting hit with missiles. See? But yeah, you have glorified yourself and live deliciously.
Yeah, it's like if I make it, hey, as in the days of Noah.
Yeah,
you know, they were eating and drinking, you know, giving into marriage, you know, the way they knew not until the day that the flood came, man. You know, and that's what Jake doing now. That's what you going into. You know, just over Christmas. Niggas at Big Mama house, you know, eating good. You know, Jake was off, you know, fucking off. Yeah. You know, at the Webby concert. Jake was at the Webby concert, looking to have a good time. Not realizing, man, that shit is really about to get fucked up out here, man. You know, it's about to be a family, man. The power about to go out. You know, while Jake is in that spirit of murder, you know, the scripture tells us it's better to be in the house of mourning than the house of feasting. Now is the time to be mourning, man. Begging you how about Shimmy our shop for mercy, man. You know, for these terrible times that we're finna go into, man. You know, what you got, man?
That nigga, like that criminal bonus and all that.
Oh, yeah.
That just threw you into, you know, that carousing type of spirit, man. Partying and bullshit.
Right.
No care for nothing. You know, nigga got paid and you off work, nigga been out work since the 24th. Don't go back to New Year's, you know. Shit, you know. But yeah, that's that spirit that does on this.
For she saith in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
Yes, see, and this is the mindset of the people. They don't think that America gonna collapse. They don't even think that the monetary system gonna change. Huh? They think that you gonna always have that paper dollar. You see, they don't believe sorrows is coming, even a famine. Here it is, you got, you already in a famine. This nigga 3D print meat, man. You ain't even got real food no more. You know, here it is. There's one chip manufacturer away from the 3D printer not working no more, man. You know, now he gotta order a new board, put it in the fucking system. That shit is sick. Truckers backing up with this. You already in the midst of these things, man. See?
Man, to that, you know, that we are in the midst, man. We can see, look at, you got Tyson Food, you know, plants shutting down. You had all these poultry plants shutting down. You know, you got food recalls on, what's that thing? Cheese. You know, seeing all these different food recalls, all these plants shutting down. Coca-Cola, you know, drinks, down to everything, man.
Bottled water.
You know, bottled water. You know, all this is a recipe for disaster, man. You know, Yahweh Shemi Awashai is cutting off the food supply, man. You know, but Jake, you know what the scripture said, because victory shall be so good cheap, that they shall be, so like it, they should thwart it. They should think themselves to be a good case. You know, but it says, even then shall evils grow, man. You know, while Jake is thinking, man, you know, Publix still open, man. Walmart still open. I can still DoorDash. You know, this shit finna come all of a sudden, man. You know, what the scripture speak of the evil arrows of famine, man. You know, this shit finna come quick, man. You know, to where again, now is the time to be begging Yahweh for mercy, man. You know, Sirach 5 and 7, make no terror and turn to the Lord. You know, and put not off the day suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth. You know, so that's why now is the time to be prepping spiritually.
It says, therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall be utterly burned with fire.
Yeah, he says it's gonna come in one day. Show you the suddenness of these things, man. They're gonna suddenly take place, man. Simultaneously. We say, read it again,
Revelations 18 and verse 8. Therefore shall her plagues come in one day, death and mourning and famine, and she shall utterly be burned with fire, for strong is the Lord, the Most High, who judgeth her.
Yeah, that's how the Lord gonna cap it off. First, he gonna starve you out. He gonna seize this place. He gonna bring forth a heavy destruction within the inner parts, because he can tell you how the heart, when she said within the heart, that's in your inner part. He gonna fuck the inside up, and then he gonna cap it off with the fire, man. You know? And there's gonna be World War III. See? And that's found within the scripture, man. The Lord tell you how the second war is past, behold, the third war coming quickly.
See?
You know, and you see the tension rising between the kings of the earth. And it ain't enough praying a nigga can do that's gonna, you know, you got these monks. You know what I mean? Niggas walking all across America for the sake of peace. That ain't gonna turn you. You don't give a fuck about, you know, you niggas, man. It's a greater, you know, you think Zazim and China care about what the monks doing in America? Like, damn, that's gonna turn his heart from invading Taiwan. Oh, look, boy.
Yeah.
See, no, this all for war, right? You know what I mean? It's for the sake of war. The Lord, hey, Papa, stop right, Ecclesiastes 3. Cause it's a season. Everything has a season here in the earth, man. You know, America, it's like America had a season of a golden age. But yet, nigga, you can't go back. We can't go back to, you can't go back to tomorrow. I mean, to yesterday. See, you can only think about tomorrow. And tomorrow, the war coming, you know? Oh, yeah.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3, and verse 1, it says, everything, there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
See, everything got its season and purpose playing out here in the earth. You know, the earth is a stage where the thoughts of the Lord is played out on, man. You know, and this is the intent of the Lord's heart to bring forth World War III. And that's going to bring forth the destruction of America.
A time to be born and a time to die.
See, yeah, this place had its time to be born, and we coming up on the death day of this place, man.
A time to plant and a time to pluck up that which is planted. A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up.
Yeah, they think because you got all these presidents coming with these different slogans, build back better, make America great, all for the sake of healing this place. But like the Lord said, take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed. But she is not healed, man. So you can tell this ain't a season for healing for America, man. This the season for this bitch to get plucked up. You know, the Lord for to put the fire on America. See, you got it up.
It says a time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to cast away stones and a time to gather stones together. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing. A time to get and a time to lose. A time to keep and a time to cast away. A time to rend and a time to sow. A time to keep silence and a time to speak.
And we speaking of the destruction of America. You see? The end of the world, the end of this current day and age. You see? You got it.
A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace.
See? Yeah, so we're in the time of war, man. That time of hate. Can't nobody get along because the Lord even tell you, think not that I come to send peace on earth.
Right.
I come not to send peace but a sword. So you're going to see life complement the sword, man. This is why it's a time for war. Even hate, that's going to complement the sword, man. You can't have fucking a war if it ain't no disagreements. Everybody getting along, World War III wouldn't make sense, man. So now you got to have commotion in the earth. You see, you got to have the kings of the earth fighting, not being at odds with one another. That's going to bring forth prophecy. See? Brother got something?
Going back to the point. This is Jeremiah chapter 51 and verse 7. It says, Babylon have been a golden cup in the Lord's hand that made all the earth drunken. The nation have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad.
Yeah, you see, and America made the earth drunken, man. You can see a bride with leggings on in the Middle East. You know, this place, it made the earth drunk so much so the nigga in China had to tell you how Western culture was poisoned. You know, he banned OnlyFans. You see? But it just shows you how Western culture that poisoned the earth. The fact that OnlyFans is in China. You know, you got
Over here in the West, a man can get a BBL. You know, you got a man can put on a dress. You know, over here in the West, but over there overseas, they ain't having that shit, man. You know, they'll put your ass to death, man. You know,
That's like, I mean, which proves this is the land of confusion.
oh yeah, kind.
Back up. Wow. So much shit get let go over here, nigga. You know what I mean? You can get away with it. You know what I mean? Versus the East, the ways of the East. You can't get away with a lot of shit. You know, for example, a woman twerking in Dubai. You can't get away with that, man. All right, but a bitch got a song twerking on the head like Yeah, at the red light here, you know what I mean? Just back to verse 1 on shows you this is that land of confusion. This is that land that the Lord is talking about when he talking about Babylon, man. Alright? Continue, it says,
That place where the eagle song, you know, that's talking about America, man. Cause where that came, they ain't come out of Dubai, turking on the head like red light. You know, fuck my baby dad, all this degenerate shit, man. That shit come out of America, bro. They got just a destructive culture, man. You know that shit poisonous, shit destroys generations. But yeah, this is the lifestyle here, man. This, you know, that's why I'm gonna destroy this place.
Cancer of the earth.
That is it. Yep, the disease.
Yeah.
You got it, dog.
this is Jeremiah 51 and verse 8. It says, Babylon is suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain. If so be, she may be healed.
Yeah, you can tell that this place is pretty much falling because you get on social media and see nothing but complaints, man. You know, you look at the inner parts of American people, nigga ain't happy. That's probably his only will, you know. On some real shit, you know. But like that shit, that nigga ain't happy, man. You know. not John the brother, but you know what I mean. But it's just like that's America though, man. The struggle, you know. Yo, bro, you forced to deal with one bride and shit, man. See, she can cheat on you and take your shit. You know.
Because brothers, we go through these things as well. You know what I mean? But here it is, we seeking for a physician. That's the difference between us. We know we sick, and we in the doctor's office. Versus you niggas just dealing with it. You know what I mean? So that's the difference, man. You know, like the brother said, you know, not to get on the whatever the hell that was, but you know what I mean? But shit. You know,
trying to make sense of this shit.
you gotta make sense. Yeah, you trying to
Make sense out of this shit. We like, man, fuck, I'm tired of this shit, man.
Yeah, man.
To buy a car.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, you know, put back your funds, huh? You know?
I'm just staying down. It's like, nah, man, you deserve. You deserve better, man. Shit, man.
Hey, you know what I mean? Because these Babylonians, they used to like putting hell on themselves as well, man. You know what I mean? And they make themselves comfortable in it, man.
That's it.
You know?
I had to buy a scooter.
I had to get a scooter. You done with it. But hey, that's what wisdom comes in. You know what I mean? That's why we seek the wisdom of Yahweh Shema Shah, man. But again, you niggas, you gotta be destroyed. Because you comfortable with celebrating Christmas going broke every year to satisfy your baby mama and her kids, man. You niggas are comfortable with that. So you gotta be destroyed, man. You know?
If I may, because you know, fucking with the Eve, man. She got her cheering shit for Christmas. And you know, they went to the store, they grabbed the shit, put shit in the cart, she going off on them. But I'm like, shit, bitch, you should have bought them Christmas gifts. Cause it's just like, they don't care about that shit, man. You be talking about it's for the kids, bro. Them kids don't give a fuck about Christmas. It's just the idea of receiving shit anonymously. You know, it's wrapped up. You made this big house. They don't give a fuck right after that shit. They still gonna want something else, man. Oh yeah, those guys. Complete love. Yeah, that's jealousy. Yeah, man, these children, they don't care about that shit, man. But here it is, because Esau said it. Esau told you that it's for the kids. Bro, kids don't care, man. They just going along and get along, man. You can tell you ain't gotta tell the ass about Christmas, man. You know, and they'll be perfectly fine. See, it's Christmas all year. You buy your children shit all throughout the year. Motherfuckers, they don't give a shit about one day, man.
Well, you got it.
Yeah, you know. Now you gotta misread. But ain't going back though. You put hell on yourself. You know, that's an American. That nigga comfortable with you. You comfortable with putting hell on yourself, and you find comfort in it. Then you on social media.
Yeah, you mad at everybody because they ain't helping you out.
Yeah, man.
It's like, bitch, you put yourself in that ditch. You know what I mean? Again, it says Jeremiah 51 and 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, and let us go every one into his own country. For her judgment reaches unto the heaven, and is lifted up even to the sky.
Yeah, this place will be destroyed, man. You know? And even considering that, you know, that said, man, let's just get up out of here. See? And even like the elites, they not in America, man. These higher ups,
Yep.
see, because they see that this place is on its way out, man. It's a nigga that's you know, he's influenced by the generational wealth doctrine that's still trying to make it happen in America. A nigga influenced by the American dream, owning a house and a family. You see, that's the only nigga still got dreams of being in America. But as for the elites and those who sit in high positions, they been living, man.
That's it.
Nigga, because you had that season where everybody was they weren't going bankrupt, but they was filing for I think it was filing for bankruptcy, pulling their money out of their stocks. Niggas like Disney and Walmart. But yeah, man, it ain't no more stock in America. You see? And only people who sit in high positions understand this. In the church of Israel, man, the prophets. Yeah.
Hey, if I make, but these elites don't even celebrate these holidays.
Yeah, right.
You know what I mean? You know what I mean? These niggas don't even celebrate Christmas, New Year's. That's for you fucking peasants, man. For you low-level niggas, man.
Yeah.
Because they understand these elites, everything is about a business.
Yeah.
All right? That's why you got traffic. You know, I remember the pause I had went into that. That's why you got traffic. It's about business, man. You know what I mean? You niggas, you know that because you lack wisdom. Like the brother going into, man. The prophets, you know, ain't worried about that shit. The nation of Israel, the hopefully elect, we ain't concerned about these holidays.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or even concerned about bills and shit like that. We trusting in your heart about Shimmy Shah, man. But as for you low level, you fucking peasants, you learn you thinking about the base of things, man.
Yeah.
All right, the low level of things, man. And ultimately, that's gonna get you destroyed, man. All right, you got it.
We
Right?
royal minded.
That's
Right.
it, bro.
You know,
That's it, bro.
because we concerned about rulership and dominion. You know, we ain't fucking worried about, you know, like you said, the holidays and shit.
Yeah,
We
yeah.
concerned with the elites doing, man.
That's it, bro.
And just like the elites concerned with what the hell we doing. Why the
That's
hell they tracking our YouTube? We getting emails and shit. You know, you doing certain lessons and they taking them down before the motherfucker go up. You see, they concerned about us. And even when you go into Wisdom of Solomon, you know where it tell you about where they was saying we should, yeah, you know, when they was counseling within their minds, it shows you you know where they at mentally, man. Where they thought process is how to keep the domain of the earth. Motherfuckers ain't, you know, they ain't worried about no fucking Christmas, man, put up a big Christmas tree, presents there, what to give their third or fourth generation grandchild. Don't fuck about that, man. That's some American shit. You know? Yeah, Mr. Brother got something.
Yeah, I do have that.
Yeah, grab it.
Yeah, I can start at the top. This is the revised standard version, Wisdom of Solomon 2. It says, for they reason unsoundly, saying to themselves, short and sorrow is our life, and there's no remedy when that man comes to his end. It says, no one has been known to return from Hades, but
Yeah.
it says because we were born by mere chance, and hereafter we shall be as though we have never been.
Yeah, you see, because that's prophecy though. Because the Lord said that He's gonna chase away like a dream, roughly paraphrasing. You know, and they should say, today roughly paraphrasing, they should say, where is He? You know, but this is the fate of the so-called white man Esau Edom. But yet, the beginning stages of that passage tell you how they reason amongst themselves, man. You see, so they considering that no man returned from the grave. They considering their rulership. That when we go down, shit, it ain't no coming back, man. You know, you got it now.
It says, because we were born by mere chance, and hereafter we shall be as though we had never been, because breath in our nostrils is smoke, and reason is a spark kindled by the beating of our hearts. It says, when it is extinguished, the body will turn to ashes, and the spirit will dissolve like empty air. Our name will be forgotten in time, and no one will remember our works.
See, and this is the fate of America, man. Here it is, this motherfucker, heartbeat society, man. But in the near future, America ain't gonna be a thing to be remembered. The Lord is gonna destroy everything concerning America, man. It ain't gonna be a McDonald's cup left of America. You know, cell phones, leggings.
And that's it.
You ain't gonna have an AirPod left for this place, man.
See?
Nothing to remind the Lord. In fact, the memorial of America is gonna be a desert.
That's it.
That's what the Lord, that's what the Bible say. The Lord gonna turn this place to a desert wilderness.
That's it.
You see? Nigga ain't gonna think, cause and the kingdom gonna be so advanced. There's some bootleg shit. I can't believe I was walking on concrete, you know?
Cars.
Yeah.
You know, that's low level. When you really think about it, man. Everything that, if I may, everything that Esau really offered to you is low level, man. You know what I mean? Just even to see him within himself, man. He trying to liken himself unto the Most High. Bro, you're not Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. So that's the best he can do, is use his technology, man. You know? But that shit low level, man. And the Lord is going to destroy you with your technology, man.
Hey, you know, Esau, soon shit gonna turn to VR. You know, nigga gotta view life through VR. You know.
It says, and no one will remember our words. Our life will pass away like the traces of a cloud.
See, yeah, nobody motorcycles. You ain't gonna wanna remember a bad, you know, fine shit. You ain't gonna wanna remember that, man. You see, all this shit, the works of the so-called white man, you saw him, a real nigga. Jake, he do all this toiling just to be called a real nigga, man. You know, nigga like, man, he go above and beyond just to be looked at like a real nigga. That's the works of Edom. That's gonna be a thing in the past, man. You know, in the kingdom, you're gonna be trying to be the wisest, you know, out of the household. You see? You got it, right?
It says,
all right.
It says, our name will be forgotten in time, and no one will remember our words. Our life will pass away like the traces of a cloud, and be scattered like mist that is chased by the rays of the sun and overcome by its heat.
See? Yeah, and this is his rulership, man. His existence. This is after Obadiah, man. 18th verse. This after the 18th verse, man. You know, them ain't gonna be completely destroyed. They're gonna get burnt up on this side and then get burnt up again in the kingdom. You know? Got it.
Real quick, if I may, back up that. It's Job 28:8. He shall fly away as a dream and shall not be found.
That's it. Yep.
Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision of the night.
See? So yeah, this nigga ain't gonna be no more remembrance, man. He ain't gonna have a memorial, a flag to plant here in the earth. This nigga gonna come out of the grounds and go back into the ground, man. You see, he only coming out to work. You know? This nigga ain't gonna have a land to sit, you know, to go back to nothing, man. He gonna be in the pits.
Hey, yeah, if I may, like shit, in the kingdom, you know, you gonna have children asking Abba, you know what I mean? What's
right.
an Edom? You know what I mean? Edom.
Yeah, you gotta bring up how this nigga had trainings on the earth. Yeah, under his rulership, you had butchers, strap-ons, you know, sex toys. You see, this nigga weird, man. Fucking gay robots. You know, yeah, under his rulership, you can marry a dog. A dog, yes, you can marry trees. You see? This is Esau. This is what the Lord for the chase out of the earth, man. But yet a nigga want generational wealth, meaning you want to be a monster. This nigga dog got shoes on.
Oh man.
You know? But yet a nigga, you want generational wealth. You want this to continue, man. You know?
I feel like your wife,
Yeah.
your woman
Oh,
talking
man.
crazy at
Yeah,
you.
man.
You know. They content with that shit.
Your children, nigga, children all out of order and shit. You can't be a man here in America.
Right.
Yeah, Salah, you stressing because you scared to put the rod to your children.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I don't know what's wrong. Man, whoop his ass.
Beat his ass, man. Shit. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Cause he's 3. Man, he only 3, man. Fuck that, man.
Child support.
Yeah.
You know. not gonna be no fucking child support in the kingdom.
Yeah.
You know, but Jake love it here. You know, they gonna child support and shit, but as long as they can make just enough money to be able to trick off on the weekend, man, they straight.
Yeah.
You know, as long as they ride, you know, they got some roaches.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
old school. You know, I got a little broad. They got section 8 they can go fuck off on. You know, they straight, man. You know, but this ain't it. This ain't living. You know, really what's to come, man. You know, this shit about to get fucked up, man. You know, Powell about to go out. You know, for Jake that love to play the game, Powell finna go out, man. You know, then for you mukbangers, like you mentioned, it's gonna be a famine.
Yes.
You know, you content creators doing food reviews and shit. You know, you're not gonna have nothing to review, man. You know, we're going into some very bad times, man. You know, these 2 Timothy 3, you know, perilous times, man. You know, to where now's the time to be getting your mind right, man. Renewing your mind, man. You know, for the times to come, man. This shit about to be serious, man. It's like,
Yep, going back to Wisdom of Solomon 2, the RSV version, verse 5, for our allotted time is the passing of a shadow, and there is no return from our death, because it is sealed up, and no one...
Yeah, he ain't no return. You ain't coming back in the bullshit. Tomorrow shall die. Yeah, nigga, you a king today, but tomorrow you gonna die.
Right?
You ain't gonna, you know, he said within his own circle, you go to the top, this is the council. That nigga said he ain't returning from the grave, man. It's over with. You know? You got it, dog.
It says that no one turns back.
Damn, so what the fuck Alizar, you know, them niggas said they gonna come back.
Oh, yeah.
You know? You got it, dog.
It says, come therefore, let us enjoy the good things that exist, and make use of the creation to the full as in you.
Yeah, and this should be the mindset of you Americans. Shit, you better go get that loan, nigga. You know what I mean? You better go get that car. You better go ahead and go try to get that house because you on a time clock, nigga. Time winding down, the shot clock finna go off, and you still bullshit, nigga. You better goddamn go ahead and get that passport. Do what you gotta do. You ain't trying to come to the Lord. You an Israelite, nigga. You better go and do what you gotta do because you on a time clock, man. And the rulers that be is considering this, man. So how much more for the people here in society? So should the people be also? That's why nigga, this a speed, a microwave generation. Yeah, nigga, they just trying to, everybody speeding and shit, man. They had to make the cars faster now.
Money don't lose no sleep. Some shit like that. What that
Yeah.
slow? It is, money don't sleep.
Yeah.
Money don't fucking sleep.
Yeah.
Fucking baby, man. Back the brother up, man. You know what I mean? That's you niggas. You know what I mean? Why everything in is you. You know? I'm trying to get like these white folks.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Jake, man.
Yeah.
It says, let us take our fill of costly wine and perfume, and let no flower spring pass by us. Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they wither. Let none of us fail to share in our revelry. Everywhere, let us leave signs of enjoyment.
See, and this shows you how this place is you know, it's on the time clock, man. This is a temporary place. You know, this life is temporary, man. But yet, what's the come? What was that passage? That is it. Yeah, these things is temporary, but what the come is eternal, man.
It says, because this is our portion, and this is our lot.
Ooh, see? Yeah, this their portion and their lot. It's to really lose the dominion, man. The portion and the lot of America is destruction. And you sit else, you know what I mean? What else can you come up with in a society that's driven by homosexual?
Hey, did y'all see a guy walk back here in a bright green, yellow shirt?
basically the earth as well, like even by the concrete, you know, everything got a season. You got like fucking certain fruits and shit in the wintertime. You know what I mean? What shows that he said this is our life. Yeah, you the death of the earth, man.
Yeah.
You know? Light barrier, man. You know, you bring death and destruction upon the earth, like the brother saying, man. That's all America is, man. You know?
Yeah. Wilson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, nigga, give you watermelon in December.
Yeah.
Like the fuck? Where you get this from? Yeah, where you get this? Yeah, bro.
Yeah. It says, let us oppress the righteous poor man. Let us not spare the widow.
Yeah, and he finna try to do that again by way of the sea hill, man. He finna come back with another form of oppression by trying to get you to take that mark of the beast. You know? You got it,
It says, nor regard the gray hairs of the age.
yeah, he don't care for the old or the young, man. When you say, they should be like a madman sparing none. See? Got it.
But let our might be our law of right. For what is weak proves itself to be useful.
Savior is born. Man, how was shocked. Man, the Lord saving us from these lunatics, man. You know, this nigga finna try to put a device in you, but yet, upon him mandating this device, he gonna turn this shit completely upside down. He gonna try to make it make sense to go and take that, man. See, it ain't gonna be at the expense of money still here. You know, this optional. No, man. He gonna tell you, cause when you go into Revelations 13 to 16, it takes you, he tell you that how he calls it all. You go into that word calls it, it's to appoint or to make, you know, or to constitute. So this nigga's gonna constitute this, you know, and if you don't take it, he either gonna try to throw you in prison, cut your head off, you know. This is why we need a savior, man. This is why your house show was born. You see? Because of take this nigga out of rulership, man. Tell you how that stone that hit the foot of the statue, yeah, that's your house shot. Destroying these Edomites, man. You got it, bro.
It says, let us lie in wait for the righteous man, because he is inconvenient to us and opposes our actions.
Yeah. The righteous man is inconvenient because we reveal his moves.
Woo!
What the Lord say? For Satan cannot get an advantage of us, but we're not ignorant of his devices. You know, his evil schemes, and we convey it to the people what this guy doing, man. So they want to chip the world. You see? But yet, that chip, you read Revelation the 14th chapter, there's a destruction upon taking it, man. The Lord tell you how you're gonna be tormented in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb by fire and brimstone, which that those modern day missiles, man.
It's like, if I may, we see the vision of that prophecy speaking loud and clear. You know, we see the vision with John the Revelator saying, you know, you got in Sweden, people playing with their micro CF. You know, even in America, you know, you got the CF girl. You know, you got Elon Musk with the Neuralink brain CF implant. You know, the vision is speaking cloud. So like the vision is speaking loud and clear, man. You know, showing, man, we at the end. We at the end of the rulership of the so-called white man, Esau Edom, man. You know, and this place is ultimately gonna go out with violence, man. You know, by the way of those thermonuclear missiles, what the brother been beautifully going into, man. You know, but you got it out.
Even with that chip, the Lord tell you how he's gonna come down, have a great wrath. You know, because he knows that his time is short, but that's gonna be a desperate attempt to hold on to the dominion. Nigga putting that technology in people. You know, but yet it's at the expense of wrath. This nigga coming with great wrath to get you to take that, man. You got it, bro.
He reproaches us for sins against the law and accuses us of sins against our training. He professes to have the knowledge of Yahweh by Shem Yahushua and calling himself a child of the Lord.
Yeah, who's doing that, man? in the land where it was said to you, you are not the sons of God, there shall you be called the children of the Most High. That's the children of Israel, you so-called blacks, Latino, Native American Indians. But yet, the elites, you know, with the masses downplay the elites take seriously as we read it, man. This is a council of the elites. Okay.
He became to us a reproof of our thoughts. The very sight of him is a burden to us.
Yeah, they hate the sight of the prophet, man. When nigga Trump called us the prophets of doom. See? But yet, when the prophet descends upon you, it's only bad news, man. That's why when Samuel descended upon that country, you know, they say cometh out peacefully. You see, because once a prophet is in your pretty much your kingdom, he's there to prophesy the destruction of it. You know, you got it.
The very sight of him is a burden to us, because his manner of life is unlike that of others.
Yeah, we not freaks. You know? Oh, that's that Romans 12 and 2. Be not conformed to this world, but be ye transformed by the renewing of your mind. Yes, we have a royal mentality, man. You know, like the elder Yash out of Mississippi, kingdom-minded. You know, we don't have the mindset of your American, man. You see, so therefore our ways is an offense to them, man. You know, this is like light and dark. They can't coexist.
Yep, just to back the brother up, just the book of it's Proverbs, it's like it's Wisdom of Solomon chapter 2, again RSV version. It says verse 15, at the end of 15, it says, and his ways are strange. We are considered by him as something base.
Yeah.
Spirit.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah, these niggas are base. These are the base men of the earth.
That's it. All right, break
You
it
know,
down.
when you go into the table of nations where Esau would be the basis of all men. You know? So here it is. You got the beast of the earth ruling. Yeah, you got it.
Yep, continuing on.
Whatever you put that was.
Proverbs. I got that.
Yeah.
This Proverbs 29:7. And a just man is an abomination to the just, and he that is upright in the way is an abomination to the wicked.
You see? So yes, the two can't coexist, man. We in the valley of the shadows of death, but yet we're complaining about this place, man. While you have those who are pretty much partaking with this shit. You know, Lot, he went with Sodom. You know, that's why the Lord delivered him from Sodom. So like Sodom and Gomorrah. And the same with us here in America, Lord willing, we get delivered. You know? Because we ain't with this shit, man. This shit weird, bro.
If I may, it says vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, man. And that's how we are, man. We vexed with the filthy conversation of the wicked, man. So, hey, we are not of the ways of the wicked here in this land, man. We move different. Brothers may go out to bars and shit, but we still move different from you niggas, man. You going home to eat a fucking pork chop sandwich at the end of the night, man. You know what I mean? What you got?
Yeah, he said the filthy conversation. Going to that word conversation takes you back to a manner of life. The manner of life for you niggas here in America is filthy, man. You know, adultery, I don't fucking want your woman. But yet, a nigga in America, he wants your woman.
It's glorified.
Yeah. You ain't no real nigga, you know.
Yeah. It says, verse 16, we are considered by him as something base. He avoids our ways as unclean.
Yeah, see, yes. The Lord say, touch not the unclean thing, man. You know, so yes, the ways of America is very unclean. And the president of China said that. Yeah, he said OnlyFans is it corrupts a society, man. You know, it decays a society. See? So yes, you want to stay far away from an American mindset, man. Because inwardly you're gonna decay. And then it's gonna show outwardly, and then the Lord gonna destroy you.
Like with that scripture you bring out, it will destroy you. It is polluted.
Oh yeah.
This place is polluted, man. It's philosophy of this place to destroy you, man. You know, just like that.
Is that Michael 2 and 10?
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah, this place is not your rest, man. You know, the Lord tell you how a city is planted and when rest is allowed, roughly paraphrasing it on second Ezra. You see? But yet that's the life to come. This is after this place where the evilest song is passed away. You know, the Lord said, then can they come that his song was good. You see? So just showing you that this has to be destroyed, man, because this is not living.
Yeah, this is the book of Micah, chapter 2 and verse 10. Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you, even with a sword destruction.
Yeah, see? That sword destruction is going to happen no way out of Milson. That strange rain, all right? But yet, you know, the Lord say this place is polluted, man. You see this shit enter into you spiritually, it starts to pollute you inwardly, man.
That's it.
You know, now you got a green wig on. See, you twerking. You know, now you trying to be a real nigga. You into street culture now. See, gangster culture. Yeah, that's because America will pollute you. It destroys you, man. It downplays everything righteous and upholds everything that's degenerate and wicked. Yeah, you can go back.
Yep, going back to Wisdom of Solomon 2, again, the RSV version, and it says, verse 16, we are considered by him as something base. He avoids our ways as unclean. He calls the last end of the righteous happy.
Yeah. See, yeah. Our end's gonna be happy, man, because we got a kingdom. You know, shit, we got a kingdom. Where you say where righteousness dwell, man.
Yeah.
So really, you finna come into our reality. You know, we live in this wicked. We live in Esau in the 2/3 reality. You see, but now they about to come into our reality, which our reality is gonna come by way of destruction. The Lord gonna destroy this shit, then he's gonna set up an everlasting kingdom where righteousness dwells. You got it.
Yep, continuing on. And it says, and boast that his power is his father. Boast that Yahweh is his father. Let us see if his words are true. And let us test what will happen at the end of his life.
So this is the thoughts of them, man. You know, they gonna actually try us. That's why the Lord tell you how you're gonna look at the standard. You know.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, and verse 17. It says, and the dragon was wroth with the woman, and went to make war with the remnant of her seed, which keep the commandments of Yahweh Shah, and have the testimony of Yahweh Shah. So yeah, just to back the brother up. Hey, that's what Esau getting ready to do, man. You know what I mean? He's gonna come down upon the prophets. All right, persecution is going to happen. We see the MOTB is being pushed forth. All right, you got things like Boosie. You know what I mean? You got that White House article where they talking about AI and technology becoming one. Okay, we in those times, man. All right, yeah, 6G, the water. Yep, 6G, man.
You got Elon Musk saying high value income.
Universal high income.
Yeah, universal high income. Nigga making robots work for you and you get the back end. But yeah, you gonna have to take his Neuralink to get that, man. To get his universal high income. You got it, man.
Oh yeah, I mean, they transitioning, man.
Yeah, that's it.
They transitioning, letting you know we at the end. Hey, but the scripture said the better is the end of the thing than the beginning thereof, man. All right, so hey, to hell with Esau, we know he gonna come with it. That's part of the movie, man. All right, but the Lord, Lord, we are that number. He gonna deliver us, man. All right, so yeah, we're gonna end off with that. Lord, willing this lesson will edify. We're gonna end off by giving all praise, honor, and glory
To Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakadash.
Double honors to the head elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Until next time, we'd like to say, Shalom.
Shalom.
Night.